Hey guys, Tonic here. Bethesda just released the first developer diary for Atlantic City, and with it we have a ton of new information. We got some new information on the factions, the city itself, and how it will be different than the pit. So let's get right into it. Now this new developer diary is about 14 minutes long, and this is just the first part. I believe there is another one coming out later this week. But in this video, I thought I'd just share some of the parts that I found really interesting and give my thoughts on it. And I will leave a link to the full video down below so you can check it out for yourself if you'd like. But starting off, we have some new information about the current state of Atlantic City.
No place was untouched by the Great War, but Atlantic City weathered better than most. It was a tourist destination. It had no real military or strategic value, so it wasn't a direct target when the bombs fell. And combined with some good disaster preparedness, it helped keep things together in the aftermath. By the time our players traveled there, Atlantic City has reached a tenuous stability, with varying of its groups working together grudgingly to keep it as functional a place to live as they can. Unlike a lot of settlements that we've seen in Fallout and in 76, this is a place where people are living, have entertainments, functional power, water, which is not to say that they're without their struggles.
Now, I like this approach. I think it'll be pretty cool to explore a functioning society, or somewhat functional society, instead of exploring a completely destroyed area full of raiders or something like that. But this next part is really interesting, and it gives me a lot of hope for the Atlantic City expedition.
Atlantic City is coming in 2 content releases. The first release includes 2 expeditions very similar to the pit, and the second release includes 1 more expedition, as well as a variety of quests that you can do in Atlantic City, and you will be able to explore Atlantic City freely outside of expedition, like sort of the traditional expedition content that we know of from the pit.
So it sounds like the first update will be a standard expedition. We go to an area and complete some missions like the pit, but the second part will have another mission and some quests. That sounds great. That sounds just like what I've wanted from these expeditions. Some normal Fallout quests in a new location, and we can freely explore that location. Now, I'm not sure if we can build camps there or anything like that, but having a new open location with some new quests sounds awesome. Moving on though, we also got some more information about the new factions.
Well, Atlantic City is held together by 3 main factions. We have the municipal government, who are keeping the power and lights and food working in Atlantic City. We have the organized crime rackets of the family, our sort of mobster organization. And then we've got a very chaotic, kind of crazy bunch of guild of entertainers known as the showmen. Each of them controls something vital to the continued functioning of Atlantic City and its tenuous stability. The government, as I said, keeps the power and water flowing. The family controls all of the vice, the gambling, the booze, the chems that, people in the post-apocalypse kind of need to get through the day. And then the showmen run all of the entertainments, and those range from mundane, stage performances, music, and singers, and so forth, all the way to deadly games of chance and high-risk game shows that the desperate of Atlantic City can take part in a chance to make a better life for themselves and experience a bit of the high life.
So we have the government, the family, and the showman. And I think it's neat that we have 3 main factions in this instead of just 1 good guy faction and 1 bad guy faction. And I believe that we are getting 3 missions, 2 with the first update, then 1 mission and the quest with the next. So maybe we get 1 mission per faction, and then during the quest we can side with whoever we like. But lastly, it does sound like they listened to a lot of community feedback from the pit.
So one of our challenges was listening to a lot of the feedback that we got from the pit expeditions and looking at how players were engaging with it compared to our other daily content options. And so going into Atlantic City, as we developed it, we realized we wanted to make some changes to the expedition format to bring it more in line in terms of the player's investment with other daily options such as events or the daily ops. So you saw some of these changes already when we removed the ultrasight battery charge costs to launch expeditions, but we're going even further with this release.
This developer diary video has definitely got me more excited for Atlantic City. It does seem like a good improvement over the Pit Expedition, and I'm really excited for those quests. Now we will have to wait till part 2 to play them, but I still am excited for these new missions. Also, the first part of Atlantic City should be added to the PTS this week, so I will be sure to hop in there and cover the new missions. But that is pretty much going to be it for this video. I just wanted to talk about some of this new information, and I would definitely recommend watching the full developer diary. They talk about some more stuff like the forest outside of the city and some locations and characters. But again, that is pretty much going to be it for this video, so I would like to say thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. And as always, I'd like to give a massive thank you to all of the channel members: King Kittens, Turkey Maker, Joe Pervincente, Ubi Ubi, Esdeath93, Mazader, Terry Lockridge, Radcon, Ice Cream Manny, Jays the Aussie, I Am Mr. Me Not You, Dr. Calamari, Argent Deer, Shaky Hands Workshop, Leo the Collector Plays, Loopy, Adam Steinson, Robert Kennard, CRM114, Theodore, Slappy Sauce, Omniprotus, Victrix, Axel, Kevin W, Anna S, Fallout McFly, Networkgate, Golty, Lanthar, Captain Awesome, Heather Henderson, Patrick Ruda, 20th the Icefire, Bowser Double Frank, Christy Mellon Schwitz. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys, and have a great day.